just because you could do something doesn't mean that you should. A lot of companies go out and they buy these out-of-the-box solutions, and so they come with all of these cool products. I'm a fan of buying out-of-the-box solutions. They're cheap, they work, but you don't have to use everything. I'm sure all of you have been to certain small communities and you see products that don't really make sense for the brand. It's not contextual, it doesn't matter, and people don't use them. So what you want to do is find out first, trim the fat, focus on the product that makes sense. Flickr did it really well. Focus just specifically on photos. There was no need for all that additional stuff. They weren't trying to be another Facebook or a MySpace. And then member investment should be really low. You don't want them to have to try and figure everything out. If you focus on specific products, they're going to be able to learn your product well, and you don't want to gather a bunch of information. Take the necessary information, get their email, get in a password, and that's all you need. A lot of companies try to get so much information that they could eventually sell on it, but if you don't actually build an audience, you're not going to be able to sell on it. And then take advantage of open platforms, like open APIs, Twitter feeds, Facebook Connect, or now OpenID, and YouTube. You don't have to build a video product if you can just have people embed their YouTube videos, because they probably already have a YouTube account. Reuse, reduce, and recycle. You want to reuse logins if you can do that through an OpenID. You can reuse content, pull in feeds, and then reuse products. Like I said, YouTube, you don't have to actually have a video product. It takes up a lot of bandwidth. And then reduce, like I said, if your product doesn't add value to your business, cut it. And recycle what other people are doing. There's nothing wrong with a secondhand idea. Something that works for another company can work really well for you within your setting. And then prepare to fail. Kelly or Josh, one of them from Intel, said yesterday, fail often, fail fast, and learn just as fast. This has always been true of success. These quotes from Einstein and Edison. Anyone who's never made a mistake has never tried anything new. I've not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work. You're not going to be able to find what actually works for your audience and for your brand unless you actually experiment. With the economy, a lot of companies don't want to experiment. They want something that's proven to work, but how can you show that something's proven to work? That's never actually the case. What works with one company is not necessarily going to work with another. If you look back to the Great Depression when Kellogg and Post were the two cereal brands, and Post cut their advertising budget because the economy was so bad, and Kellogg actually boosted it. I think they might have even doubled it. When the Great Depression was over, Kellogg was the obvious market leader, and Post had such a small market share. Is because Kellogg was the one that was actually out there in this bad time, actually pushing forward. And it's the same thing with the economy now. Companies are cutting budgets, but that doesn't mean you can't still take risks and innovate. Because the ones that take those risks, they're going to come out on top. But you can be smart too. Just because something's there and looks like a new tool doesn't mean that you should use it. You should actually. I'm not saying don't research things and take any kind of risk you find. You have to be smart about it.